Hi everyone. Today's webinar, I'm going to be going over how to navigate reports and dashboards in Salesforce Lightning. So I'm going to start off with dashboards because dashboards are kind of built off of reports and they're just more visually appealing in my opinion. So you can see some of the dashboards on my homepage here. So depending on what your homepage looks like, you may have some of the dashboards already on here. If you want to go through and navigate through some of the dashboards that are available, you can click on the dashboards link up top and it's going to show you all of the recent ones you've been on. So if you guys are only looking at a few every day, you really should be able to see everything from there. What you can do is you can search for recent dashboards. So if I'm a community specialist and I want to see like activities that I've done, if I start typing in activities, it's going to narrow down all the dashboards I have access to be able to show me all of my activities. So let's say I want to see my daily sales activities. Here it is. All I would do is click on there. It's going to take me to that dashboard, and what's cool is it shows in these little tiles, and it's going to show me the name as well as, when it was last updated. So you can see here, this one was updated today at 2:28 a.m. So I'd want to click the refresh button here so that it gives me more accurate numbers for now. So you can see now it updated to 11:21. So don't ever freak out about, something not showing up. Always make sure that you click the refresh button so that it shows you the most accurate numbers, as these are updating constantly, obviously, as you're making calls, creating leads, and that type of stuff. So you can see here, like leads created yesterday, for instance, it shows by property. If you hover over, it shows you the count. Tours logged yesterday shows by community specialist. Deposits received and logged yesterday, so on and so forth. So these are cool visuals of reports. And if you click in, you can view the actual report. If you hold control and click, it'll open it up in a new tab. So you can, open up a few of these. That's especially helpful if you want to see the details. If all you want to see is just a visual, you can look for it here. If you notice something that's missing, usually it's just an error on the data entry, but let me know. Shoot an email to app support. If there was a tour that should be showing up that you logged yesterday, odds are the date or something would have been put in as a different date or the created date or something like that. But just let me know and we can get down to the bottom of it. The nice thing is you can look at the report, and from the report you can see, hey, I had 2 tours show on here, but Jane Smith, my third tour, isn't showing. If you can give us a specific and say, hey, I have 2 showing, but Jane Smith is the one that isn't, saves us a lot of time trying to do the digging to see, which one isn't showing up. You can see here, this is what the report looks like. So you can see when I clicked into report, it actually tabbed me over to reports. This is a cool way. It shows us kind of a high level breakdown. And then at the bottom, it shows us the details. So you can see all the details for the report as well. So the report shows us all the specifics, whereas the dashboard shows us a visual representation of everything. This was a example of a sales dashboard. If I go back to dashboards, I can do the same thing for business development. So if I type in business here, you can see business development, activity dashboard, traffic dashboard, a couple dashboards that you guys use a lot. So same type deal, shows the visual representation of everything, businesses visited, today, week to date, BD meetings, win the days, type stuff like that. It's really visually appealing in my opinion. But then you can always click into the report too to see the specifics, especially on reports like this one right here, monthly events by type. This one's got a lot of information and it might be defaulting. So if you click to view the report, it'll show you the actual specifics of the report. So you can see here, it navigates you right to the report. You can see now all the specifics. So all the way down to the date, the subject line, the comments that were there. So it's a very cool way to be able to see that. You can add the chart if you want to on here. Otherwise, though, it'll give you the total amount of records and everything straight from here. So it's a really cool way to be able to look visually and then drill into the report. If you're looking for specific reports and you know what you're looking for, you can click into reports. From the left-hand side, you can see the different report types, but you can also, and what I usually recommend is searching by name. So if you're looking like for an email report or something, the easiest way to do it is just to type in a keyword like email. So for instance, you can see if I type in email, it pulls up all the reports that have email in the name. So calls and emails logged yesterday, week to date, month to date by region, stuff like that. If you're looking for a report for like leads, type in leads. So for instance, if I type in leads, it shows me any reports that have the word leads in it. So this is always a good place to start. If you're ever looking for a report, like I said, a lot of the dashboards that are built out show things that you guys are looking for, I think, just because we kind of took your and regional's judgment on the type of dashboards to build out. But we're always adding new reports and things like that into the system. So if you're ever looking for a report or a dashboard, feel free to go in, type in part of the name, and it'll show you all that good stuff. Dashboards especially is cool because, excuse me, it shows you a visual representation with your property kind of pinned up, see how you're doing against other properties, see how you're doing as a community specialist or a BD specialist when it comes to traffic and stuff versus other properties. So you can see on the dashboard screen all of the different dashboards that you have access to, and then kind of be able to look from there and just kind of get a high level look at how you're doing versus other communities. So that's a high level look at reports and dashboards. If you ever have any specific questions on any reports or dashboards, please feel free to send an email to appsupport.com and we can get you set up and answer your questions. So reports and dashboards are a little different than list views because when you're looking at a list view, as you'd see in my other video, it kind of goes over everything that's specific to your community and you as a community specialist. Whereas reports, we can run reports more generic and more general kind of as a company or different teams set up like that. Thank you. Hopefully this video was helpful for you.